Frozen Part 2. Good movie. It was a good movie. It's a kid's movie. Definitely targeting the children. For me personally, this movie had way too many songs in it. I didn't dig the songs in the first one, but to be honest, I have sung Let It Go. I mean, it's a good song, you know, but I didn't dig it when the movie came out. This movie seems to have it's like they said, you know what, all those songs in part one, we got a couple of good hits. Why don't you throw in 5 or 6 songs in this one for absolutely no reason? You know, I tripped over a stick. You know, there's a stick on the and they start singing. And I'm saying, what's going on? I don't understand what's happening. And they start singing. I didn't dig that. This movie stars Kristen Bell, Josh Gad, and Sterling K. Brown, which I think he's one of Hollywood's most underrated actors. He's a good actor. Elsa seemed a lot more powerful, or maybe just more in control of her powers in this movie as opposed to the previous movie. It was a little too easy to follow. Things were happening and you knew what was going to happen next. You know, it's like somebody said A, B, C, and then you were like, D? It was easy, like alphabet to follow. You knew what was going to happen. There wasn't a really big twist in the plot. They really stuck to the Disney, you know, let's start a story, let's make a little drama, let's make a little problem, let's fix the problem, and now let everybody live happily together and hug. Hey, let's sing some more. So that happened. It seemed like they were singing like every 5 minutes. You know, somebody was singing about nothing. The songs, if I'm not mistaken, the songs lasted more than most of the dialect. You know, it was a good movie, but it wasn't a great movie. It would have probably been great if I hadn't seen Frozen 1 first. If I didn't have to compare this to part 1, this would probably, I'd be like, yeah, it's a great movie. But I compare it to part 1 because it's part 2. And it was okay. It was really, really okay. The father, one of the things that got me was the father didn't know where the mother was from. I mean, you meet a girl, she tells you her name, her age, where she's from, what she does. But these guys were married, at least for, you know, maybe 20-something years. I don't know how old Elsa and Anna are supposed to be, but they're married at least as long as the kids are around, and probably a few years before that. And he never said, well, so where are you from? I mean, because I know you're not from here, so where are you from? Where the mother is from is a major plot point in the movie. Can't really say twist, because you kind of see it like right from the very beginning, but it's a point. It's a part of the movie, and we as the audience are like, oh, okay, yeah, right, I get it. But the husband, the father, Elsa's father, never asked the mom where she was from. If he would have known, it would have changed the complexion of the movie. But he didn't know. He never asked. She never said. He never asked. She knew where she was from. She probably should have said something, but she did not. So that was a thing for me. I was like, well, what's going on? How come they tried, I think they were trying to make it suspenseful, and they missed the mark. But it's Disney. People are still going to go see that movie regardless. Let me ask you this. Watching the movie, does anybody notice that Kristoff is basically Christopher, as in like Saint Nick? Anna is like the White Witch, or perhaps the mother of Jack Frost. This is a Santa Claus story. Olaf is Frosty the Snowman. He's a snowman that comes to life. Or maybe he's the predecessor to Frosty the Snowman. Sven is probably the father to the flying reindeer. He talks to Kristoff. They talk to each other just like Santa and his reindeer. They talk to one another. Elsa is Santa's wife, Mrs. Claus. The trolls are really the dwarves. You know, they work for Santa, they work for Kristoff, they have a partnership, they do things for him. They got magical powers. Same kind of a deal. Kristoff, at the end of part 1, gets a special sleigh because he lost his other one. Like Santa's sleigh, you know, it's special, is it? They're out there in the cold. And Kristoff can still be Saint Nick because Santa Claus has got a lot of names. He's got Saint Nick, he's got Santa Claus, he's got Old Saint Nick, he's got Kris Kringle, Papa Noel, and Father Christmas. So he's got a ton of names. Kristoff was probably just the first one that he used. I think this is the Santa Claus story. We're looking at the sisters, but in the background, what's really happening is we're learning the story of Santa. They should have did this like in mid-December and then had like a Santa Claus reveal. That would have been cool. But anyway, basically what happens, the two sisters find out, I don't want to give too much away, find out that there is a mystery afoot, all Scooby-Doo style. So they got to figure out what's going on, so they go to this enchanted forest. It's Disney. There's going to be an enchanted forest. They go to this enchanted forest that's covered with a mist, a crazy mist. But Elsa, with her super Iceman powers, can get through the mist so they can get in. But now they can't get out. Now they're stuck here with a mystery that's 30 plus years old that they need to unravel so that they can save their land. And then save the people who are stuck, because there's people stuck in the forest, in that magical, mystical forest. People stuck in there. They can save these people. They can save their magical forest land. And they can save the giant rock monsters and such, you know. So they gotta unravel the mystery. But if you're like me, I mean, I watch a ton of movies, but if you're like me and you watch movies and you try to figure them out, 20 minutes into the movie, you're going to know what's going on. I'm not saying don't go see the movie. It is a good movie. But if you're going to the movie because you're looking for that mystery and you want to be confused and vexed until the end, yeah, that's not going to happen. But it's a good movie. It is a good movie. They just missed the mark with the whole mystery plot. It's pretty see-through, pretty transparent. But even with that, it's a Disney property, man. How are you not going to dig the Mouse House? So I'm still going to give this movie 7 bags of popcorn, man. Still going to get a 7. I'm going to give this movie 7 bags of popcorn. But that's what I think. More importantly, what do you think? If you like the video, if you like the content, subscribe. And then like.